All right. Well, good afternoon, everyone. I should say Happy New Year. I should say Happy Birthday, Dr. Martin Luther King. I should also say welcome back to Midweek Meditation. We've missed you. So glad to be in your space again today. We were trying to work on some things before we started, and it's just another example of how sometimes days can kind of try to get away from you, even with your plans and everything that you have in place to make your day go smooth or smoothly for the English majors. But whatever the case, we are here, and it is a joy to be in the midst of you today, and I'm hoping that this finds you well. Again, Happy New Year. Another semester, another chance to begin again. And that happens every day, right? Every day we have a new opportunity to start again. And I want to start today with, as you see on the screen, we're honoring the birthday of Martin Luther King Jr. And it means so many different things to so many people. And however that lives in your life, feel free to exercise that. And one of the things we wanted to do, Caroline and I, when we were talking about today's meditation, is we wanted to bring this slide before you. Not so much about Dr. King, but Dr. King is in the slide and so many other famous civil rights activists. But to see all of the things that are printed on the signs, there's so much that we have to contend with in society for our freedoms, for our rights, just for our quality of life and our well-being. And let's bring it closer to home when we start to talk about our life's purpose, our why, and why we exist. But I heard a few things this morning that I want to say in your hearing. There was this one Instagram post that I heard this morning. It said, "May I know surrender. May I have the courage to surrender all things. May I know peace. May my surrender bring peace. I now know that nothing in my life will change until I change the way I see my life and myself. May I know surrender." But that's not to mean that we give up everything, but surrender to the call, surrender to the voice that's beckoning you to come, to the higher being. I believe God in my tradition, and even as Jesus said in Matthew 6, "But seek ye first the kingdom of God, God's righteousness, and everything else will be added to you." Caroline and I wanted to talk about the post-holiday blues today because we realize everyone is fresh off of vacation, winter break, our holiday festivities, enjoying family and friends. But I want to shift a little bit because I realized, and this came to me this morning, I was like, what can we talk about today for our community? And when I was downstairs going through some of my songs and my files and my readings, this came to mind. It's an audio recording that I took from a psychologist known as Henry Cloud. And he says, life is busy. Take care of yourself. It is 100% essential to high performance for you to take care of yourself. And also, it is 100% essential to get you where you want to go in life. And here's what he called an oxymoron about self-care. Self-care is going to involve other people. As you can see on the slide, in order for them, the rights to be heard and the complaints and the laments, it involved other people. Not everyone sees the way you see it, but they are also involved and they need to hear. But self-care is not selfish. We cannot exist without being replenished by good relationships. So I want to encourage you today. Let's do this. I'm going to stop playing. Sit in a position of comfort. Position where you can center yourself. Be still. Listen. Have you ever been on an airplane and they say, in case of the decompression, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. Please put your oxygen mask on yourself first before turning to help your child or someone else. So if I cannot breathe, I cannot help anyone else. There's a difference between selfishness and self-centeredness. So here are some benefits of self-care. So you don't want to be self-centered where you are the only one that matters, but you do have to matter to be there for somebody else. So it builds capacity when you care for yourself. It keeps you from burning out. It gives you the ability to metabolize the tough experiences you have been through and everything you have been doing. Because there is stress we have to metabolize to get out of our system. And we have to be clear to clear the things out that are holding us down. And it can help you to get ready and focused to tackle the next thing you have to do. So self-care is not only reparative and restorative, it is also empowering and equipping. It's equipping. One more big picture, self-care enlarges your overall view of life. This means that you are not trying to ask just one area of life to carry the whole load that will lead to burnout. This means we have to be integrated with a good physical health, physical life, emotional health, relational life, spiritual life, recreational life, which is where we get recreated. It's not just having fun. There is recreation that goes on in recreation. And you need rest. Rest is different than just your physical life. When you rest, your brain, your body, you are actually rebuilding and restoring. The highest performers get more sleep than anybody else. It's the whole integrated picture. We have a few more moments. I'm going to give you some tips for these obstacles. We don't make it purposeful, but treat it as a high priority with focus and intentionality. You plan for it. What activities and things actually bring me, replenishes, and nourishes me. The activities must be prioritized before anything else. For example, plan your vacations first. Exercise. It's like the scientific equation that people use in classes, the example where they put the big rocks in first and then add the sand. It's qualitative and quantitative. Other obstacle is that we don't care or we don't design our self-care to fit it in our lives. Just because it works for others does not mean it works best for you. Look at your introversion versus your extroversion quotient. You may need more time or more time with people. We're getting there. Don't get truncated in self-care. Like all you do is work out, hobby, or meditation. You can't have spiritual nourishment for the physical or intellectual for the relational health in your life. Get a full menu. Take the trash out. Your negative emotions or stress. A lot of people are internalizers or actor-outers and not processors. Name those things that bug you. Carve out a window to take out or process out the trash. Meaning whatever you have to cry out, talk out. Whatever you do, process it. Find the obstacles. Do an audit to look at your time. What got in your way of prioritizing? You have to go through the pruning process. Whatever is not fruitful anymore, prune it. Last two, find the misery and make a rule to protect you from that misery. Rules are made to enhance life. As in, man was not made for the Sabbath, but the Sabbath was made for mankind. The rule will make life better. It has to be additive rulership. And then the last point here is look at your relationships. Are they draining you? Are they toxic, damaging? Be in relationships with good, healthy boundaries. Find those things that bring calm. You can figure those things out or seek professional assistance. Now we just have a few more moments together. We all have resolutions that seem to bombard us at the beginning of the year. But if you get a chance, go back and listen to the 7 obstacles that I mentioned. And don't overwhelm yourself with the resolutions. You have to live each day to the full. But it is proper to plan. But don't let them overwhelm you or take you down. Stay encouraged. And then the slide that you see here, we are inviting you. I got about 3 minutes left. And I invited you earlier to just center yourself. And for the next 20 seconds, I want you to just focus on breathing. Ready? And go. Wasn't that refreshing? That was just 20 seconds. Take out time to breathe. And then finally, make sure you find community that's fun, that builds, that energizes, that replenishes, that uplifts. I'm going to end with this piece. Let's see if we can remember it. It goes like this. Just know that all things are working out for your good, okay? It goes like this. Be not dismayed, whatever betide, God will take care of you. his wings of love abide. God will take care of you. I know God will take care of you. Come what may, every day He'll see you through. God will take care of you. God will take care of you. We want to encourage you to have your best life today. Enjoy the day for all that it brings and what you bring to it. Have a wonderful day, everybody.